I designed these sluggish brutes because I wanted to start writing a module. I probably won't finish it, but we will see. So I needed a level 1 encounter. So I asked myself what makes a strong level 1 encounter, and the answer is fairly straightforward. It needs to act as an introduction to how D&D dungeons work, which is why I designed these slug creatures. They can do a few things by default. Act as a damage sponge, a melee threat, and use tools. Not a ton, mostly what goblins do except with a lower AC. They also can't do something else, and that is move more than 20 feet in a turn. Level 1, having the highest risk of what I would call a bad luck death, needs slightly more leniency in escape. So a party encounters one for the first time, and they're just a set of simple monsters. I don't imagine it taking too long. And then the second time they encounter them, now they have shields, now they have spears, so you start to understand how ACs go, how damage weapons go, and then after that, a arranged ambush attacks the party, and that helps establish how surprise rounds and combat planning might work. After that, we can have a final battle against a big boss one that can cast spells, but also it turns out it's too deadly, the party retreats and manages to get away without dying. But now for the juicy stuff. What's the lore of these fellows? I'm thinking they used to be halflings. See, back in the prehistoric age of our realm, before halflings were a settled bunch, they were close allies of goblins. The goblins weren't quite as chaotic then as they are now, but were beginning to show signs. One day in a nearby mountain, the deities of the two races met. The agreement was swifter than one might have thought, and they declared they would no longer allow future mingling between their two groups, and it was requested of the halflings to go settle elsewhere. Now, while goblins were fully obedient to their, what's the goblin word? Erebor. While goblins bent the knee to their Erebor, several halflings didn't understand why the decision was made. So a few of them chose to try and remain with the goblins. The goblins, not sure what to do, once again turned to their Erebor, who gave them a plan. The halflings were taken on a trip to a nearby cave, supposedly for a ritual, and were left alone in the cave for a time. A large crash was heard as they were trapped within this cave. They searched for a way out for a long time, slowly growing more and more desperate. Eventually, they prayed to their deity, leading to the halfling god showing mercy and blessing them with a new form fit for the cave. At least, that's what a halfling will tell you. Deep within ancient scrolls, a human wizard's alternative theory can be found that it was actually a curse set onto them for questioning judgment. In either case, the race quickly spread across the land, never allying with any wise creature, and struggling in their slow form to advance in any technology of note. From there, they became very territorial, and now often guard the upper layers of caves because despite everything, they still enjoy the light. And if you found that neat, check out these beaver fellows.